Welcome back to my lectures of class 11 physics. We are studying our chapter motion in a straight line. So in that chapter we have next important topic, that is derivations of equation of motion. So we have three equations of motion. We will derive those three equations of motion with three different methods. So the first method is analytical method. Okay, so in order to derive the equation of motion, let us assume that we have the motion in a straight line. Here we have the origin point O, here we have some other point A, and we have some other point B. Okay, so when the object is at position A, then the position or the distance will be x1. Similarly, when the object is at point B, in that case the distance will be x2. We are assuming that at point A the time taken by the object to reach point A, that is t1, and similarly the time taken by object to reach at point B is t2, and the velocity at point A is v1 and the velocity at point B is v2. This is what the different parameters we are assuming here. Okay, O is the starting point, A we are taking another point, B we are considering the third point. Up to point A the distance is x1, up to point B the distance is x2. Up to point A the time taken is t1, up to point B the time taken is t2. Similarly, the velocity at point A is v1 and the velocity at point B is v2, and this is the type of motion in which we have constant acceleration. Acceleration की value क्या है यहाँ पर? Constant है. Okay, first of all we will derive the first equation, that is velocity time relation. Now what this velocity time relation is? This is v is equals to u plus at, where v is the final velocity, u is the initial velocity, a is the acceleration, and t is the time. Okay, now we will derive by taking these parameters. Now we have the acceleration. What is acceleration A? That is change in velocity per unit time, or you can say time interval. अब यहाँ पर जो एक्सेलरेशन है दैट इज चेंज इन द वेलोसिटी. अब यहाँ पर जो वेलोसिटी में चेंज है वो हमें कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा, दैट इज फ्रॉम पॉइंट बी टू ए. सो एट पॉइंट बी द वेलोसिटी इज v2 and at point A the velocity is v1. Similarly, the time interval we can write that is t2 minus t1, t2 minus t1. So I can write this a t2 minus t1 is equals to v2 minus v1, or I can write this v2 is equals to v1 plus a t2 minus t1. Okay, now here this v2 is final velocity, because we are considering the velocity from point A to B. So जो भी velocity B पर होगी वो क्या होगी? Final velocity होगी, and I am representing it with v. Similarly, this v1, that is the initial velocity, because we are considering point A to be the starting point, और वहाँ पर velocity क्या है? v1, and we are representing the initial velocity by u. Similarly, this t2 minus t1, that is this time t2 minus time t1 will get the time for AB, so I can represent it with time t, and acceleration we have as it is. Now I will put these values in this equation. So I can write this v2, at the place of v2 I can write v, at the place of v1 I can write u plus a, and then t2 minus t1, that is equals to t. So we have v is equals to u plus a t. This is the first equation, that is velocity time relation. So after the first equation v is equals to u plus a t, we have another relation, that is position time relation. Now this is equals to s is equals to ut plus half at square. This relation is called as position time relation. We will derive this equation. Okay, now here to derive this equation we will start with the average velocity. How we can define the average velocity? That is the displacement upon time. In this way we can define the average velocity. So this v average I can write the displacement, that is the distance from B minus A, that is final position minus initial position. So final position is x2 and initial position is x1. So I can write this as x2 minus x1 divided by the time. Time is equals to t2 minus t1. Okay, so here I can write this x2 minus x1 is equals to v average t2 minus t1. अब यहाँ पर we have the constant acceleration. तो अगर acceleration constant है, we can write for constant acceleration I can write this v average, जो average velocity है, that is equals to v1 plus v2 by 2. सिर्फ हम यहाँ पर constant acceleration के लिए ये formula लिख सकते हैं. So I can write v average that is equals to x2 minus x1 is equals to v average that is equals to v1 plus v2 by 2 into t2 minus t1. Now this x2 minus x1 is equals to v1 plus. Now this value of v2 that we have already found while we are deriving the equation number 1. So यहाँ पर v2 क्या होता है? v2 is equals to v1 plus a t2 minus t1. This was the equation. Okay, into t2 minus t1. This we have written from the first equation. Okay, now here we can write x2 minus x1 is equals to 2v1 plus a t2 minus t1 by 2 into t2 minus t1. Okay, now here we have to write the value of x2 minus x1, v1, t2 minus t1. So here I can write this x2 minus x1 that is equals to displacement. So the displacement is represented by s. Similarly, this v1 क्या होता है? That is the velocity in starting, velocity at starting. So at starting the velocity is called as the initial velocity and that is represented by u. Okay, and this t2 minus t1 that is equals to t time interval. So now we will put all these values here. We will get x2 minus x1 that is equals to simply displacement s. 2 times v1 is equals to u plus a into t by 2 t2 minus t1 that is equals to t. So I can write s is equals to u plus at by 2 whole multiplied with t. So s is equals to u t plus 1 by 2 at square. This is the second equation of motion. This relation is also called as position time relation because that relates position and time. So now the third equation we have, that is position velocity relation. This relation relates to position and velocity. We have the third equation, that is v square minus u square is equals to 2as. We have to derive this relation. Okay, here also in this case we will use the relation, that is v average is equals to displacement upon time. Here the displacement, that is x2 minus x1 upon time t2 minus t1. This will be the average velocity. Now this average velocity that is equals to v1 plus v2 by 2 for the constant acceleration. So I can write here this x2 minus x1 is equals to v1 plus v2 by 2 into t2 minus t1. यहाँ तक डेरिवेशन हमने पिछली वाली जब इक्वेशन डिराइव करी थी वहां तक ये एग्जैक्टली सेम है. Now here we have to replace this t2 minus t1. जो time interval है from a to b, we have to replace it. Okay, now we have this equation v2 is equals to v1 plus a t2 minus t1. जो फर्स्ट इक्वेशन जब हमने डिराइव की थी तो वहां पर ये इक्वेशन आई थी हमारे पास. Okay, now here from this equation we'll find the value of t2 minus t1. तो यहाँ पर ये कितना हो जाएगा? v2 minus v1 is equals to a t2 minus t1. तो यहाँ पर हो जाएगा v2 minus v1 by a is equals to t2 minus t1. तो t2 minus t1 की वैल्यू कितनी हो गई? v2 minus v1 by a. तो ये वैल्यू हम यहाँ पर पुट करेंगे. So I can write x2 minus x1 is equals to, यहाँ पर v1 plus v2 लिखे या v2 plus v1, both are same thing. So I can write v2 plus v1 by 2 and at the place of t2 minus t1 I can write v2 minus v1 by a. Okay, now here you can see this v2 plus v1 and v2 minus v1, that is the formula a plus b a minus b. So a plus b a minus b, that is equals to a square minus b square. So I can write x2 minus x1 is equals to a square minus b square whole upon 2a. Here we have a plus b a minus b. So a plus b a minus b is a square minus b square. That is the only we have written here. Okay, now here this x2 minus x1, that is the displacement. x2 minus x1 will get the displacement between a and b. And what about v2? v2 is the final velocity and that is represented by v, and this v1 that is the initial velocity and represented by u. Okay, now we'll put all these values in that equation. So x2 minus x1 that is equals to s. V2 that is equals to V square minus V1 that is equals to U square by 2A. So I can write V square minus U square is equals to 2A S. So this is the third equation of motion, that is the position velocity relation. This equation is called as position velocity because it relates the position and the velocity of a moving object. So this is the derivation of equations of motion by analytical method. In the next video, we will see the derivation of equation of motion by graphical method.